This tutorial is for the New Hampshire State Council on the Arts Percent for Art Program budget form. This form should be used whether you are submitting a proposal for a site-specific commission or you are submitting proposals for existing works. It works for both applications. We are looking at the Microsoft Excel version of this form, which will do the math for you. So we recommend that you do use Excel. But please do not use any symbols when you're typing in your dollar amounts. Don't use dollar signs or commas. They will cause your budget not to add correctly based on the formula. If you are using the PDF, fillable PDF version of this form, you will have to do your own math. It will not add for you. So the first item on this form is your name, and you put it right into this field. Type it right into this field. The next area is your artist fee, your fee for executing the artwork. Next is any materials, the cost of any materials that are related to your proposal. Any studio rental that is related to the creation of this artwork. The cost of any utilities in that studio that are relevant for the creation of the artwork. Next, there are a series of fields regarding installation of your artwork. Please note that any field that's grayed out should not be typed into. And so we want to see the breakdown of your costs in these areas. So if your work is two-dimensional, it has to be framed and it must be securely mounted into the frame. So costs related to the framing of the work and the security bars, anything like that needs to be in this field. If your work is three-dimensional, it has to be securely mounted to a surface. So the cost of any base, fasteners, etc. would go in this field. If you need engineering studies, the cost of those would be entered here. If you need to rent equipment, you want to place the cost in this field. And finally, if you are going to subcontract with someone, you want to put those fees in this field. The next field is travel. And this could be meetings with Arts Council staff, getting materials, actually traveling to install the work. And you want to calculate your mileage based on the number that is in this area. This number changes from time to time, from year to year, so make sure that you're double checking what the appropriate mileage rate is. The next field is the cost of any general liability insurance that you might have for the installation, creation and installation of this work. And so there are some things here that you need to read and then put the amount in if it applies. If it doesn't apply, you can leave it blank. If there are costs related to fabricating, engineering that need to be met before you actually embark on creating the artwork, for instance, if you're going to make a maquette or a scale model, things like that, costs related to those kinds of things go here. If you have other costs that are not on the budget form, this is the place to put them, and you can actually type right into this field and put your information in, and then put the dollar amount in the cost column. And then finally, your contingency. You should build a contingency appropriate to your proposal. Usually the ranges are 5 to 10% of your total budget. And so type that into this box, and then as you're typing things in, you're going to see that the budget, this total budget field will change. So I'll just type a couple of things in here, and you can see that that form, the field is changing as I'm typing things into the sheet, and it changes as I delete things too. So that is the budget form. Pretty straightforward. Again, if you have questions related to the items that you need to include on the budget form, please contact the grant program coordinator. That person will be able to help you and will be able to help you troubleshoot. We look forward to your proposals. Thanks.